In the hub of a metropolitan city, the artificially bright and colorful lights reveal the modern world in a busy circulation. Big businesses attempting to tackle one another with bigger, better, brighter displays that serve to perhaps paint the cityscape with life, but at the same time, tell us how much life is consumed with just that, consumption. And if we take our eyes off the expensive signs for a moment, you see the subtle additions to the metropolitan. Perhaps mindlessly forgotten, perhaps purposely discarded, a whole another layer exists to the modern sphere of business transactions. Tuck shops, street vendors, farmers markets occupy their own space and time in every sense of semantics. But the question is, do they prevail in parallel universes, or are they coexisting in the same world, just in different levels? Amidst all the conspicuous consumerism of luxury goods is a hidden foundation of essential commodities in its grand form. Seoul's Garak Market is one of the biggest farmers markets in Korea, and we visited its fish division to get an idea of the world that was neglected, whether intentionally or not. When we first stepped into its property, we saw nothing, or so we thought. Once we delved into its core, we found exactly what we were looking for: raw fish. Smelly, wet, bloody. All the aspects that are not typically associated with advertisement or even just simple presentation of products. But somehow, the market prevails. It runs as smoothly as any department stores do in its intense, lively, and surprisingly welcoming atmosphere. People buy, people sell. In a sense, the raw fish represented this raw nature of microeconomy. We interviewed Mr. Park of Bojansusan to get his thoughts about his life as a part of the agricultural trade.
서비스업이죠. 한마디로 서비스업. 이제 손님을 이제 참다하면서 뭐 회도 팔고 손님 오는 거 이제 회도 떠주면서 정확하게 요리사라는 개념보다는 일단 서비스업이 좀 운동을 하다가 이제 원래 유도를 했었는데 이제 뭐
공부를 안 해서 그냥 일 빠졌어. 그랬지.
공부가 뒤지게 싫었어. 나 진짜로. 참 진짜 싫었어. 그래가지고 이제 여기 일을 시작하면서 했는데 편하고 첫째 몸이 뭐 힘들다고는 하지만 일반 회사에서는 이제 뭐 위에서도 이제 잔소리 같은 게 심한데 여기 이제 그 터치가 없으니까 이제 성취감이라고 하면은 이제 한 번 팔았다 손님이 내가 떠준 게 맛있다고 다시 올 때. 근데 오히려 바쁜 거는 좋은데 하나도 장사가 안 될 때 여름 때 하루 종일 손님 한 명도 없을 때가 제일 힘들고 그런 거 말고는 구체적인 행동은 이제 정찰제라는 게 정해져 있지 않잖아요. 시장 같은 경우는. 그러니까 이제 마트는 정찰제가 이제 가격이 정해져 있고, 그러니까 마트는 가격이 항상 일정한데 여기는 마트보다 더 싸게 살 수도 있고, 더 비싸게 살 수도 있고. 그치. 경제가 어려운 건 이제 서민이 힘든 거니까. 어쨌거나 이것도 이제 서민들이 항상 먹는 음식이 아니라 이제 뭐 가끔가다 외식으로 분류가 되는 건데 경기가 어려우면 이제 외식을 할 돈에 줄여가니까 이게 당연히 타격을 많이 입고. 뭐 쌀이나 이런 거는 어쩔 수 없이 당연히 맨날 먹어야 되는 건 어쩔 수 없는 이거는 먹어도 되고 안 먹어도 되는 거 아니고 그러니까 경기가 안 좋으면 더 안 되고 힘들고.
In such a grand amalgamation of different shops of the same products, we did not expect an outwardly little shop to have its unique depth. Everything from the store's background story to its vision had a personal touch to it. His wild hair and timid smile did not drive away customers but drew them in. And that, we realized, was the allure of the crazy fish market. Sleek and shiny row by row on display, seeming to be mirroring the scene of a polished fish market. But actually, this is the description of the site of Hyundai Motor Company, the epitome of luxury market. As part of our exploration for the two different worlds of retail, we have come to Tamje Hyundai Auto Shop to interview Mr. Lee on his account of what it's like being a salesman.
저는 현대모터에 입사한 지 20년이 됐고요. 처음에 대학을 졸업하고 처음 직장이고 저는 제 마지막 직장이고 싶어요. 그리고 현대라는 브랜드를 정말 글로벌하게 키워야 되는 것도 저의 목표이고 의무이기도 하고요. 뭐 많은 사람들 저희 직업을 간단히 소개하면 사람들을 만나서 저희가 이제 만들고 있는 자동차를 판매하고 그다음에 케어도 하고 그리고 마지막에 이제 중고차로 다시 처분하고 하는 풀 라이프 사이클을 저희가 다 관리를 해야 되고요. 그래서 대부분 이제 일반 세일즈맨들은 무조건 팔기만 하려고 노력을 하는데 그렇게 하면은 정말 낭패를 보기가 쉽고요. 내가 저 사람한테 어떤 물건을 팔려는 게 아니라 그 사람이 나한테 어떤 물건을 사려고 하는지를 판단을 해줘야 돼요. 주위 고객분들이 이제 현대경찰을 보는 눈이 곱지 않을 때가 가장 힘들었었어요. 노사분규가 있다거나 아니면 뭐 자동차 품질 문제라든지 리콜병 같은 것들이 걸릴 때 저희는 참 정당하고 잘 만들었는데도 불구하고 평가를 못 받을 때, 특히 저평가 받을 때는 참 힘들었었어요. 결론은 잘 될 겁니다. 진짜 아주 잘 될 거고요.
As soon as the interview was over, we found ourselves immediately comparing this experience to the one at the fish market. Professional was the word we used to describe everything from this specific interview to the entire atmosphere of Hyundai Auto. Mr. Lee spoke for it throughout the stretch of time from the past, the present, and to the future. Hyundai is a major company, which Mr. Lee did not let us forget about throughout the hour or so we were together. Brand image was important, and this interview was just another form of publicity. The carefully placed tie, the gel-back hair, and the softly spoken voice. He essentially represented the company, but not himself. We replaced me, our future replaced my future. Then we realized perhaps this exchange of identity does not necessarily indicate professionalism, but an unfortunate side of businesses hidden behind flashy signs and advertisements. We dove into the project expecting to show the relationship between seemingly contrasting sides of businesses. What we found instead was how the size of businesses affected the relationship between their business and the consumers. It was how we viewed the companies that basically affected their scale, so to say. Both Mr. Lee and Mr. Park emphasized the aspect of service in their occupations and how it transcended the technicalities of transactions to form true bond with consumers. However, the ways they presented themselves differed radically. The fish store appealed to human necessities with intimacy and warmth, while the dealership appealed to human extravagance with spectacle and glitz. And that was the key to metropolitan harmony, the balance of need and desire.
This is a pile of little shrimps. Right, can you imagine how much shrimps are in this pile? We are wearing puffer shoes today because we learned
Our
last
lesson.
time that stylish shoes are not suitable for places like these where the floor stinks.
And we blend in better.
Yes, look at our shoes. Very nice. The fish is very fresh. It has just been killed. Brutally, in fact. But it's very good, so I like it.